DC Universe Online, a game that released back in 2011, still up and running to this day. It was originally released on PlayStation and PC, but has since expanded to Xbox and Nintendo Switch. Currently, there are 4 servers, not including the test server, which is PC only. Just know that PC and PlayStation are merged together, separated by a US and an EU server. Now, if you're a new player or returning player that might not take the game seriously before, then these videos that I'm putting out might be perfect for you. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Flutterboy here. In this video, we're going over the character creation process of DCUO. Alright, boom. So here we are at the character creation screen. You should end up at this screen as soon as you load up the game, or if you hit create new character, if you already had the game or the previous character, you create new character. This is going to be your iconic screen. Pretty much, it's going to be preset DC characters that you're inspired by. You got your main lineup: Superman, Batman, Flash, all those guys. Scroll further down, you're going to see the iconics based off the new powers that released after post-launch. So you got your light iconic characters, rage, earth, water, and all that kind of stuff. So the best part about the iconic section is if you really want to cosplay as a certain character that's on this list, your powers already preset, your weapons preset, and the colors of the characters preset. So you don't really have to make that many changes to it. Obviously, this is day 1 gear, so if you want to make changes further down the road, you can. Like the Flash character, they got the Flash boots, cowl, and the emblem in the game, so you can make a pretty good Flash character in the game. All right, cool. So let's just say we're going to create our own character, unique character. Let's go to the gender, male or female. That is something that you cannot change later on. So just make sure when you do male or female, you choose the right gender. Body type, self-explanatory. If you want to make a short guy but big, do that. You can do big on big like the Migos, do that too. Doesn't matter. Hero, villain, just make sure you pick the correct one for here, because you can definitely not change that later on. So if you want to be a hero, be a hero. If you want to be a villain, be a villain. You cannot change that. Not change that. Everything else you can pretty much change. Your mentor you cannot change, but it really doesn't matter. It's only affects 3 missions that you do from your level 1 through 30 process. It's only 3 missions that it affects. 3 different missions for a mentor. That's pretty much it for that. All right, cool. Now let's get into the powers. Here it's kind of important what you pick here, because if you're brand new to the game, you're probably just going to pick a power that looks, cool to you, whatever case may be. But only certain powers can do certain roles in this game. So make sure you're picking the right power for the correct role. So you cannot be like an atomic controller, or let's just say an ice healer. You cannot be that. All right. Only certain powers pertain to certain roles. I'm going to explain to you here in a second on which power can be what role. So you make sure you pick the right power. All right. So if you do make the mistake of choosing the wrong power, you can change that power for about $10. All right. All right. So here we got damage roll. Every single power has a damage roll. So it doesn't matter what you pick. All powers have a damage roll. Just focus on what's circled. Don't worry about the right side. Munitions. Just don't worry about the right side. Get a 10% damage buff, being a damage roll. Every power. Cool. Controller roll. So that is giving power back to the group. Now it doesn't say here, but you can crowd control ads. Crowd control pretty much means you can temporarily have control over them. So for mental, you can turn them to ghosts. Quantum, you can freeze them in time. Each power is completely different. So the controller powers are here are going to be light, munitions, mental, gadgets, and quantum. So if you want to be a controller power, pick one of those 5. All right, so here in healer role, your job here is to keep your teammates and yourself alive when you run the content. You get a boost in restoration, which is a stat to help you heal. Your healing powers are going to be sorcery, nature, electricity, celestial, and water. Now, these powers do have their own unique playstyle as far as healing, so there's plenty of videos out there to watch to get a better understanding of each power. All right, so now we have the tank role. Don't focus too much on what's circled here, because this pertains just to fire only. I highly recommend watching a video, in-depth video on guides, the different tank powers, because they're all completely different. Like fire is mainly health based, whereas ice is mainly defense shield based. So definitely do your research. Now, even though each playstyle is completely different based off your power set, your job as a tank is still the same. Pretty much, enemies, bosses are going to be focused on you. You're going to be taking all the big hits so your teammates stay alive. So your tank powers are going to be fire, ice, earth, rage, and atomic. One thing I forgot to mention, that atomic Hard Light, and Celestial are combo-based powers. They're not going to be beginner friendly. It takes a little time to learn, understand the combo concept, especially if you're brand new to the game. Now, I'm not going to tell you to stay away from that, because let's just say that your favorite character is a Green Lantern, like Hal Jordan, John Stewart. Obviously, you want to make a Green Lantern character, so you're going to probably put the work in to learn the power set and the combos anyways. Alright, so this video, we're going to go with gadgets, critical power, and let's go pick our weapon now. So with weapons, this is something that you can change later on in the game. It's not going to cost you real life cash. It's going to be in-game cash to respec and change your weapon, to spend your skill points into that weapon tree. There's no real advantage to any weapon here. Honestly, pick whatever weapon you think is comfortable with you. We're going to go with hand blasters here. For this video, I think shield. I'm not sure if you have access to shield as a free-to-play member. I'm not really sure about that. I can't remember. So anyways, let's go into our moving mode. We got flight, acrobat, super speed, and skimming. You can change this later on. It's going to cost you about $10 to change this, I believe. Marketplace cash. We're going to go with acrobatics in this video. Flight and skimming are going to be pretty much the same thing. Only difference is skimming is you're going to be standing up, and flight you're going to be on your stomach as you move throughout the game. Just double check everything in this menu, make sure everything's correct that you want, so you don't have to spend marketplace cash to change anything later on in the game. Just make sure you get it right here. Like I said, you can change stuff later in the game, but you don't want to spend that money on that. You can spend on like actually in-game stuff to help you level up, whatever the case may be. Just remember that hero and villain you cannot change, so make sure you pick the right faction. Male and female you cannot change at all, so make sure you pick the right gender. Your movement mode, your power, and your body type is going to cost you marketplace cash. I believe it's $10 for each one of those. Changing your weapon is going to be a small fee in-game cash. All you have to do is reset your skill points, and you'll be able to choose a new weapon. Now you can play with the customization a little bit here. It's not really going to matter. The odds of you rocking your day one customization outfit is slim to none. All right, let's get to naming our character. I got a little trick for you guys. A lot of names are going to be taken that you're thinking of. So we're going to go to ChatGPT. We're going to ask it, I'm needing help with a superhero name. I want a 2-word name. His powers are gadget and he's Spider-Man inspired. So it only gave me back one name. So we're going to ask it, give me a list of names. Got a list. We didn't like any of those. So we're going to ask it, can you use spider in the name? And bam, we got another list. Now let's just say you didn't like anything off that list. So now we're going to ask it to list more names. So we're going to get another list. Let's just say that for some reason we like Spider Nova. Now we're going to type, I like Spider Nova. You give me similar names to that. Bam. So you like Spider Stellar, type that in and see if it's taken, and there you go. Now all the characters that you see here, I created within the last 2 months. So there's plenty of good names out there. Well, I think these are good names in my opinion. A lot of them are movie based, or movie reference, I should say. There's plenty of good names out there, like Miller's Planet, if you know, you know. Arctic Illusion, that was definitely ChatGPT. That was a good one I found. Miss Stewart, I came up with my own. Classified Weapon, a little bit of help ChatGPT. Knew what direction I was going in with that one though. Enchanted Dreams, a little bit of help. I knew which direction I was going in. Like I said, I use ChatGPT just for a little bit of help to get a synonym and stuff like that. See, Sand Shark came from my own. Access and 9 had a little bit of help ChatGPT. It's a little bit difficult one to find for gadgets. A lot of the cyber stuff was taken. Except for one, you're going to see which one I'm going to go with because I thought of it later on after I created the character. So we're going to go with Cyber Spider. As you can see, we got a green check. That means that name is not taken. It's good to go. So we're going to press play. If you want, you can double check, triple check, make sure all your stuff is good. Hero, villain, your power, and all that good stuff. We have an option here to skip levels and CR. If you're brand new to the game, don't hit none of this. Play the game, get your feats. CR 68 skip, that's in game. you're brand new to the game, I highly recommend click on No Thanks, Just Play. If you played before, click on Skip Tutorial. Tutorial's pretty helpful if you're brand new to the game, I would say. It's going to help with your feet wet. It's going to teach you little small things. It's a tutorial, so things like block breaking and stuff like that. We're going to have a little cutscene here. You can watch it on your own time, but that's pretty much it, guys. The next video is going to cover the UI and the menu section. Help y'all get a better understanding of that. So I thank you guys for watching today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm always open to feedback. So I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.